We met with several treasure hunters during the making of our Declaration of Independence episode. Here's a guy with a unique take on the Beale Papers, and who did it point back to? Edgar Allan Poe. Check it out.
We're gonna meet Ken Bauman here.
And he says he's cracked the first cipher. I mean, that's the important one. That's where the treasure is located.
Buddy McKinley and Scott have been looking at the Declaration of Independence in hopes of tracking down Thomas J. Beale's treasure. So far, they've been focused solely on Beale himself, but their investigation has just turned up one of the most famous uncracked codes of all time.
We understand that you're looking for the Beale treasure.
Yes, ma'am, I am, and I believe I found it.
Really?
Yes, I believe it's possibly in a mansion in Philadelphia.
You got our attention.
How did you find it?
Well, the Beale Papers is something that I read and look at the cryptogram and cracked the first cryptogram, the C1 code, in about 2 hours.
So the first one, the second one we heard told you what was in it.
Right.
But the first one is the location.
That's right.
And you cracked that one.
That's right, in 2 hours. In 2 hours.
Ken, tell us how you did this.
Well, I applied a special technique to the cryptogram. As you know, in the second cryptogram, you take the number and you apply it to the first letter of the word in the Declaration of Independence. And that's how that message came out.
Right.
Well, of course, I tried the first letter of the word in the first cryptogram, and nothing came out. And then it dawned on me. What if they used the last letter of each word? So, I just took, for instance, the first 16 numbers of the first code, and I wrote down the letter for each number using the last letter of the Declaration of Independence. And it gave me a string of letters that didn't look like anything. In my readings, I've learned that sometimes cryptographers hide their message backwards. So I reversed the letters, and I came up with this plain text writing
Air, fen, du, red, ni.
Right, it's clearly English. And we take the word air. It means before, usually. But it has an older connotation, an older definition that means to dig or plow. And when I saw that, I said, that's interesting. And then the next word, fen, F-E-N, means a lowland marshy spot or an unusual location. Okay, and due means right at, exactly at, due east or due west. Yes, and then red knee was curious to me because I didn't really understand what that was referring to.
Could be an American Indian reference or something.
It could be, and that's what I originally thought it was. Well, I realized that the red knee was a tarantula, and there's a tarantula mentioned in the first sentence of Edgar Allan Poe's tale, The Gold Bug. So now we're looking for something unusual in the gold bug. What's unusual in the gold bug is actually a code.
There's a cryptogram in the story of the gold bug.
See, the secret message in the gold bug led me to this mansion here in the Philadelphia area where the gold is hidden. It's thought to be hidden inside the coin, which is an exterior ornate corner of a building. It's a crisscross blocked cornered building. And this is where the gold is thought to be hidden and protected within the corners of this building.
So the mansion's right here in Philly. Let's go down there now and check it out.
Well, that would be a fun thing to do, but I'm afraid that we cannot because there's been denials to search. And I'm afraid that we're not going to be able to go on the property to do any kind of a search to find out.
Who denied the search? Who wouldn't let you in there?
The search was denied by 2 members of the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
Why? Are they afraid if it's true that there's something in there that then this piece of architecture will be destroyed?
I believe they think it's there.
Really?
Yes. I think that there's something to be protected there, and they have no choice but to deny access to it.
Well, clearly Ken believes that it's in that mansion.
He does.
Do you?
I'm not entirely buying. There are a lot of leaps of logic. It's not very linear. But why don't they just let him show up with a metal detector, find out there's nothing there, and go home?
Well, sometimes that's the government being the government, although they might be worried that people are going to go and mess up digging around the building, you know?
I do love the connection to Poe, and I love the connection back to the Declaration of Independence. This is awesome.
Yeah.